There are moments when loneliness feels heavier than heartbreak, when the silence in your room starts to echo the names of people who left, when your mind begins to replay memories, not because you miss them, but because you miss the version of yourself that felt loved. But let me remind you of something powerful. Loneliness is not a sign that you need to go back. It's a sign that you're healing forward. It's God's way of separating you from what broke you, so you can finally learn to love yourself without needing to be validated by anyone. You've already been through enough pain to know that not every familiar place deserves a return. Not every "I miss you" deserves an answer. Not every memory deserves a replay. Sometimes the hardest battle isn't leaving, it's staying gone. Healing doesn't always look like smiling in the mirror or waking up inspired. Sometimes healing looks like crying at 2 a.m., feeling empty, and still choosing not to text the person who shattered your peace. It's waking up every morning and telling yourself, "I deserve better," even when your heart hasn't caught up to the truth yet. Don't confuse comfort with peace. The things that broke you once may still feel familiar, but familiar doesn't mean safe. You can't heal in the same environment that made you bleed. When God removes something from your life, He doesn't want you to rebuild it. He wants you to replace it with something divine, something pure, something real. Learn to sit with your loneliness until it becomes your peace. Learn to enjoy your own company until solitude stops feeling like punishment. Because when you learn to be content alone, you become unstoppable. You stop chasing what's not meant for you. You stop begging for attention that costs you your dignity. You stop lowering your standards just to feel wanted for a moment. Your peace will start to matter more than their presence. Your silence will start to speak louder than their apologies. And your growth will make them realize they lost someone they'll never find again. That loneliness you feel isn't punishment, it's purpose. It's the sound of God rearranging your life in silence. You're not being left behind, you're being set apart. Because sometimes before God elevates you, He isolates you. He knows that certain people can't handle where He's taking you. He knows that some hearts can't celebrate your growth without feeling threatened by it. So He removes the ones who would sabotage your next season and replaces them with peace, wisdom, and discernment. It's hard because separation feels like loss, but what if it's really alignment? What if the people who left were never meant to hold what you're about to carry? What if the silence you're sitting in is where God is building your strength, your confidence, your identity? Every lonely night is building your focus. Every unanswered call is teaching you self-control. Every closed door is redirecting you towards something sacred. So stop trying to reopen what God has closed. Stop running back to what He rescued you from. You prayed for peace, and sometimes peace comes with separation, because when you finally stop chasing noise, you start hearing God's whisper, and that whisper will guide you into the season you've been waiting for. Loneliness has a way of testing your progress. Just when you start healing, it tries to whisper, "Go back. Maybe this time it'll be different, but don't listen." That voice isn't love, it's temptation. It's your past trying to trick you into reopening what God already closed. When those lonely nights come, and they will, don't run to what once broke you just because it feels familiar. Peace may feel quiet right now, but chaos will always call louder. You have to choose silence over suffering, growth over guilt, peace over people who only loved you halfway. Remind yourself, you didn't walk away because you stopped caring. You walked away because you finally started caring about yourself. This season of stillness is not your ending. It's your reset. It's where God is teaching you that peace is not found in people. It's found in presence, His presence. So when the ache returns, don't see it as weakness. See it as proof that you're still choosing healing, even when it hurts. Because every Every time you resist going back, you grow stronger. Every time you sit with the silence instead of settling, you become wiser. And every time you honor your peace, you prove that you've learned the lesson that pain tried to teach. Don't look back just because it's quiet ahead. The loneliness you feel today is the soil where your future is growing. If you keep staring at what left, you'll miss what's about to arrive. You can't move forward while checking the rearview mirror. You can't reach peace while still entertaining pain. The people who walked away were part of your story, not your ending. God is not trying to return you to comfort. He's trying to lead you into calling. That's why it hurts. That's why it's silent. Because he's stretching you, and when the stretching ends, strength begins. So lift your head, refocus. The same loneliness that feels like loss right now is actually the space God needed to make room for your next blessing. If this message spoke to your soul, type in the comments, "I won't go back to what